Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will be discussing about the topic physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. In our previous session we had discussed with the topic of preparation of haloalkanes. If you have not watched that video, please make sure to watch the video. You can find the video link in description below. So now let's go with the physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Under physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes, first let's discuss with the color. So the alkyl halides are colorless when they are pure. Only when they are in the pure state they are colorless. The alkyl halides are colorless. Whereas some like bromides and iodides, when they are exposed to sunlight or normal light, they show the color. And next, talking about the odor, that is smell of the compound. Many volatile halogen compounds have sweet smell. Volatile, it means they are in gaseous state. Only those volatile halogens will show the sweet smell. The next is talking about state. In which state these haloalkanes and haloarenes are present. The lower members, that is maybe methyl chlorides or methyl bromides, ethyl chlorides, like that, they will be in gaseous states. Whereas the higher members are liquids or solids. In states. And the next one is about melting and boiling points. As they have greater polarity as well as higher molecular mass as compared to parent hydrocarbon, means the carbon and halogen bond are polarized, because carbon will have the slight positive charge and halogen will have slightly negative charge. So they are polarized. As they are polarized, their molecular mass is also higher as compared to parent hydrocarbon. Means, let's take an example of CH3Cl. This is made up of the compound CH4. This will be the parent hydrocarbon for the formation of CH3Cl. So, when we compare the molecular mass of CH4 and CH3Cl, CH3Cl has the higher molecular mass. So, as there is a higher molecular mass, the intermolecular force of attractions are also stronger in them. And then that's why the boiling point of chlorine, bromine and iodine are considerably higher than those of the hydrocarbons of comparable molecular mass. And the boiling point of the alkyl halides decreases in this order. Means Ri is greater than Br, RBr, and RBr is greater than RCl, and RCl is greater than RF. Here the boiling point of alkyl halide which has least boiling point is RF, that is alkyl fluoride, and the highest boiling point of alkyl halide is alkyl iodide. And talking about the boiling point of the isomeric haloalkanes. Isomeric means they have the same chemical formula but different structures. In these, as the branching increases, the boiling point decreases. Let's take an example of 2-bromo-2-methyl-propane. This is a 2-bromo-2-methyl-propane. Here we can find two branches. So 346 Kelvin is its boiling point. When we see the isomeric structure of this compound, there is only one branching present here. It has the same chemical formula, but when we compare the boiling point, this has the highest boiling point as compared to this, that is 364 Kelvin. Now let's see the another isomeric compound of the 2-bromo-2-methyl-propane. Here no branching is present. So comparing these three, we can say that increase in branching will decrease in the boiling point. Lesser the branching, more will be the boiling point. In the same way, haloarenes also. But here isomeric positions will be taken. We know that this is a ortho position, this will be meta position, and this is a para position. Here para position will be having the highest melting point as compared to meta position, and ortho position will be having the least melting point. Next, talking about the density, bromo, iodine and polychloro derivatives of hydrocarbons are heavier than water, because the density increases with the increase in the number of carbon atoms or halogen atoms, whereas in water we have only hydrogen or oxygen. So the density of bromo, iodo and polychloro derivatives of hydrocarbons are heavier. And talking about the solubility, the haloalkanes are only very slightly they are soluble in water because they require some energy to break the hydrogen bonds in the water, whereas after they are soluble in water, less energy is released when new attractions are set up between the haloalkane and water, whereas the reaction when the haloalkanes tend to dissolve in organic solvents, that is because when they form a new intermolecular attraction between haloalkanes and solvent molecules, they have much same strength as they had before they are broken and separated. So this was about the physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So guys, if you have liked this video, please click on like button, and for more videos please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.